What's up guys, Mr.Wednesday here, back at it with the next Good and True from 22 serious video. I decided that I'm gonna try and actually like combine multiple champions into videos, because otherwise this is just gonna take a hell of a long time, and I know a lot of you do not have it. So I do not want you to like have to sit down and like watch a review for a champion for like 5 to 7 minutes. And honestly, there's like 400 champions in this game. It would take me like light years to make videos about each and every one of them separately. So I just think it benefits both me and you. I mean, as a YouTuber, like I would love to be able to just like spam videos, but I just do not think that's fair towards you guys. So I do not want to waste your time. So I'm gonna actually like start my stopwatch, and I'm gonna give myself like a 2-minute period to actually talk about each of these champions that I wanna cover, and then we'll go straight into the basically next video and so on. So over here, as you know, we're gonna be exclusively talking about champions that have came out at least like 6 months ago to like 9 months ago, so before that time period. So I just want to really quickly shout out Elenaril here, who's an amazing champion, an awesome damage dealer for clan boss. Sadly, he is just not as good anywhere else, so he will not be getting a video of his own. Now let's go into the champions I actually think are very viable here. We already covered Lysandra, and also where is she? I'm blind. Arbiter down here. So Elenaril, she's gonna be crazily amazing if you can run a comp like Calvolax, Taurus, basically whoever puts up a lot of poisons. She's gonna use this combust skill. You do not need any crazy like crit damage on her. There's at least like 2 dungeon videos on me using poison explosion setups. So if you're interested in doing one of your own, no matter if it's for like ice golem or for dragon, she's gonna be very viable. So basically, across all dungeons, it is a specific setup. I'm still covering her because she's viable for like all the dungeons, for even like Doom Tower. So she's getting a video of her own. Now she also does place poisons of her own. So very nice champion overall. An HP burn over here. She used to be like crazily great. She's not bad at the moment. Just want to say that she's just not as amazing as she used to be, given all the new champions we have gotten. Now if you're wondering about her build or the masteries, I would advise, I'm gonna link them really quickly over here, and let's continue on. Now we have Shirmani. Shirmani is gonna be crazily amazing even in 2022. I can 100% guarantee that. She has this AoE, 80% chance of placing freeze, books up to 100%, also fills the turn meter by 10% for each attacked enemy. So just amazing for the arena. If you're trying to like crowd control people, this is gonna be the skill you want. Anything that has 100% chance of crowd controlling is gonna be amazing. So she's gonna be crazy good for arena even in 2022. Then we have heals one ally by 50% of other allies by 20% of their max HP. Also places continuous buff on them. So just not just for the arena. She also has this like 3-time at random. I hate when legendary champions have anything at random, but honestly it's not bad. It is just 15%, so that's not what while you will be using her. I just do want to say she's not only viable for arena. This skill is going to be amazing for creeping people, control, anywhere else. It is on a 5-turn cooldown when fully booked, so you do need to keep that in mind. I'm not saying she's going to be the best free champion out there, but definitely very viable for crowd controlling the waves. Perhaps like in Doom Tower, or maybe if you just do not have one of those speed comps for dungeons, she can be used there as well. Then next on the list is gonna be Basileus Roanas, who has this: attacks one enemy 3 times, will ignore increased defense, shield, block damage, as well as 50% of target's defense on the A2. Also attacks all enemies 75%, books up to 100 to place a stun. Also decreases each target's turn meter by 50% if the stun is not placed. So hey, even if you like get that bad proc like that 3% RNG and you do not place a stun, you can still apply the turn meter drop. So very viable for arena. You can use him. I'm gonna say a him. I think it's a him. You can use him as a crowd control champion over his A3 or as damage dealer. He does deal damage. He's not like stupidly OP when it comes to damage dealing. Like, he won't be in like top 5 nukers or anything, but he's still very, very viable. Like, the damage is really, really nice. Again, if you're wondering how to gear him, or like what masteries to use, I'm gonna link those really quickly up somewhere on the screen. The next one on the list I do want to cover today is gonna be Royal Huntsman. Now, Royal Huntsman has this AoE, decreased defense, for two turns if the attack is critical. Now, I hate the critical part because that means you do need 100% crit rate on him. And then we also have these attacks one enemy will ignore the defense by 100%, which is insane. Also, very viable as a damage dealer, not crazy damage, but still not bad either. Also places increased attack over here on these champions for 2 turns, again if the attack is critical. So he does really go about the critical, and he really loves his criticals. Now, down here I do want to shout out Ithos, who is still definitely an amazing nuker. No matter where you use him, he's gonna be like crazily viable for a lot of places in Doomdar. Not really somebody you're gonna use a lot in dungeons, but hey, perhaps you're like starting out and you were really lucky to get him. He's definitely very, very viable, not for like crazy speedruns, but again, very viable even for like something like Fire Knight. He does have this 3-time attack over here on A2. Also attacks one enemy, has 20% chance of getting an extra turn. So hey, perhaps like a candidate for like the Relentless set if you have a good one. Also decreases enemy max HP by 15% of damage dealt, which is gonna be really nice. And then this A3 that is always critical. So if you're like just gonna use him in your speed team in arena, you can literally build him with like as high crit damage as possible. You can give him like a 0 crit rate. He's still gonna crit all the time. He's also void affinity, which means that he will never get a weak hit. That actually covers all the legendaries I wanted to cover in the High Elves. I do want to really quickly just point out that for Ithos you're going to be using your typical nuker masteries. I'm going to link them up above. I do want to shout out also what's her name, Yannica. For some reason I just did not see her. Now, Yannica is actually going to be amazing. She's probably going to be the best out of, well, most versatile out of the 5 for multiple reasons. She's going to attack everybody, and then she's going to ignore shields. She will remove shields if this champion is under well or perfect well. Then deals extra damage equal up to 15% of the value of the removed shield. She also over here attacks one enemy, places perfect fail on her for 3 turns if the attack is critical. Now, I do want to mention it books down to 3 turns, so basically she's just going to be placing endless perfect veil on herself and getting an extra turn, so you can use A2 into A3. Also has a leech over here, nothing crazy. Also attacks all enemies 2 times instead if this champion is under veil. So actually she's not going to be just viable for like a bunch of stuff, including arena. She's also top tier for Hydra. There's a bunch of different videos out there you can find on her being used in Hydra. So yeah, you can actually build her in like tons of different ways. So sadly I just cannot like link over here all the possible like different mastery builds or like general like gear builds. So if you're perhaps like interested in a specific one, you can either ask down below in the comments, or perhaps like hop on over to my Discord channel, and then we can talk over there like what type of gear do you need depending on where you will use her in this game. Now that's gonna end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this type of format, please let me know. This way I'll try like cover legendaries, epics, and then rares for like each of the factions in one video alone. So as I said, I do not like crazily prolong the videos in the future. And if you perhaps like the old format better, just let me know and I'll go right back into it. Like, I don't mind either. I just like kind of want to save you all time. Much love, and I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Until the next one, Mr. Wednesday signing out.